The one thing that I love that she's bringing to her sport, more people want to watch.
Clark, step back three, knocks it down.
And she'll take the first three-pointer.
9-point lead, Clark a three.
Do I need to call you the female version of Steph Curry, or do I need to call Steph Curry the male version of Caitlin Clark? I mean, which one is it?
Caitlin Clark's reputation isn't built on hype. It's her unmatched talent, her relentless drive, and her basketball IQ that sets her apart. Her rise to fame isn't due to hype or media buzz. It's her raw talent that has captured the attention of basketball's greatest. But don't take our word for it. Listen to the legends who know what it takes to be unstoppable. Clark is creating a tidal wave in women's basketball, and for good reason. The respect she commands from some of the greatest ever to play the game is proof of her unmatched skill and tenacity. These legends don't throw around praise lightly, and their words paint a clear picture of a young phenom who's rewriting the playbook. Today, we uncover why Caitlin Clark is one of the toughest assignments in basketball. Why is it that even the most seasoned defenders find themselves at a loss when facing her? What makes her such a nightmare on the court? The legends have spoken, and their insights might just change the way you see the game. First up, let's discuss someone that Clark is often compared to, Stephen Curry. Like Curry, Clark is celebrated for her sharp shooting abilities, and Curry himself has expressed admiration for how she plays the game. In an interview, Curry stated,
I've been watching from afar and understanding just how much of a power she is out there on the court. The cool part is the way that she plays and her range and the level of difficulty on her shots is obviously a very close comparison to the way that I play.
I was going to say Caitlin Clark's been compared to you.
Yeah, but I think it almost robs her of like the rest of her game because she's such a good floor, she has her overall, floor game. She's racking up, close to triple doubles every night, and her shooting ability is, it's her superpower, but the rest of her game is as polished as that, and so it's must-see TV.
These words from Curry highlight exactly why guarding Caitlin is such a tough task. Her ability to mimic Curry's game, not just in shooting from incredible distances, but in managing the floor, makes her a nightmare for defenders. Like Curry, she can pull up from the logo with ease, and her shooting accuracy remains deadly under pressure.
Wheeler finds Clark from the logo.
But it's not just her shooting that defenders have to worry about. Caitlin's all-around game means she's constantly creating opportunities, not just for herself, but for her teammates as well. Another vocal advocate for Clark has been Allen Iverson, an NBA legend whose impact on the game is legendary. Iverson, known for his transformative style both on and off the court, sees similar potential in Clark to revolutionize women's basketball. Before Clark even made her WNBA debut, Iverson was already praising her standout NCAA performances. Reflecting on her impact, Iverson shared,
"Shoot the blood out of the ball. You know what I mean? I never seen anything like it. You know what I mean? And then just how aggressive she is, and not just scoring in basketball, getting her teammates involved as well. I think she's so great for the game. You know what I mean? It was a pleasure watching her, and I just think down the road, she's going to only get better."
AI's enthusiasm for Clark's game highlights another layer of why she's so hard to guard, her aggression. Not only can she shoot with incredible accuracy, but her aggressive play style means she's always pushing the limits, challenging defenders, and elevating her team's performance. Expanding on the theme of unparalleled shooting skills, even Isaiah Thomas, the legendary point guard from the Detroit Pistons, weighed in on Clark's capabilities. Thomas suggested that Clark could even surpass the shooting abilities of NBA icon Stephen Curry and WNBA sensation Sabrina Ionescu. Thomas expressed his admiration and confidence in Clark's abilities with a bold statement stating,
"Steph Curry versus Sabrina Ionescu on Saturday night in a three-point shootout. So who you guys got in this competition?"
I'm going to say this. Neither one of them are the greatest shooters because right now, that Caitlin Clark,
you want to bring her in?
That's who I want to see.
Yeah.
Bring Caitlin in and let her shoot against both of them. That's who I want to see. Because 22 in Iowa, hey, she the real deal. That's who should be in this competition.
It's not just her ability to make shots, but her readiness to take on any challenger that sets her apart. As the NCAA's all-time leading scorer, CC didn't just dominate the scoreboard by averaging over 30 points per game, she also excelled in creating opportunities for her teammates, showcasing her ability to distribute the ball with precision. But what truly sets her apart is her strategic approach during games, as highlighted by NBA star Trae Young. Trae Young detailed Clark's game strategy, saying,
at the beginning of the game, she was just driving to the basket. She was getting layup after layup. And so at some point, the defender that's guarding her way out on the perimeter because they don't want her to shoot threes is going to sag off and be like, okay, I'm just going to stop. I'm not going to let her just keep driving by me.
Yeah.
So then she was dribbling with her left, and then she was using her hang dribble just to read if she was going to be able to blow by her defender or not. And she was just doing step backs and side steps and dribbling in the lane, dribbling back out, and then shooting threes. But it started with her getting to the basket and just getting some layups, getting easy ones, getting some and ones to start the game. Like, you could tell that she had a plan on what she was doing all night.
Her ability to drive to the basket forces defenders to adjust, which in turn opens up other parts of her play. As defenders sag off to prevent her drives, Clark then capitalizes on the space to execute long-range shots or find open teammates. Her dynamic approach keeps defenders guessing and often a step behind, further emphasizing why guarding her is considered one of the toughest assignments in basketball. On his podcast Ticket and the Truth with Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett explored Clark's potential impact in a unique scenario. Pierce posed a question: could Clark score in an NBA game if she played 30 minutes?
Every 30 minutes in an NBA game, can she get a bucket? I think so. I think she can get 10.
Garnett's response was immediate and emphatic.
If you ain't in the Steph Curry shape, that's how she plays, bro.
Right.
You
I
watch how
think she
Steph
can give
goes.
you 10 points in the NBA
10.
game.
Nah, she gonna give you more than 10. She can shoot, and she got work, bro.
But it's still
Still
the
what?
athleticism from the men is overwhelming.
It ain't tough no more. You can't hand check, and if you let them wiggle, you feel me?
Yeah.
Man, she can
10
wiggle.
though
Lord.
is good. I think 10
bro,
in the
you
game.
tripping, bro. You see where she shoot the ball from, bro? Where was she? Matter of fact, was she playing with a women's ball? Women's ball?
Nah, she playing with the NBA ball. She can get 10.
Garnett's analysis here is compelling. He acknowledged the athleticism in men's basketball, but emphasizes that the current rules and Clark's playing style would still allow her to score and be effective in an NBA game. His comments reflect a belief that Clark's skill set transcends traditional boundaries, and her potential in an NBA environment is not just a possibility, but a promising reality. But the extent of Clark's influence becomes even clearer when NBA icons like Kevin Durant weigh in. On his podcast, Durant expressed deep admiration for Clark's extraordinary skills and her ability to outpace the competition. He clearly detailed one of her games, highlighting her speed and agility, which sets her apart from everyone else on the court. KD elaborated on her performance, saying,
"Yeah, she's displaying some skill right now. That's like, and she moving fast. Like it look like she don't look like it. Look like everybody on that court is way slower than her when she get into her stuff." Like, did you see all the highlights of the whole game?
Yeah, so she pulled 1 3, like a leaning 3. And you can just tell, like, everyone on the court's not expecting her to shoot yet. Like, we're trying to settle in our defense. Pull. Hey.
And she coming through the lane, crossing over
Crazy
between the legs,
handle,
pulling
crazy
up,
footwork.
shooting, getting to the cup.
Durant's comments reveal a critical aspect of why guarding Clark is so challenging. Her quickness and unpredictability on the court mean that defenders are often a step behind, unable to anticipate her next move. This dynamic ability to create shots for herself, even under tight defense, showcases why she's not just a phenomenal shooter, but a complete basketball player who keeps the defense guessing and spectators on the edge of their seats. And Clark has not only made waves with her gameplay, but has truly revolutionized the WNBA. On his podcast, Mind the Game, LeBron highlighted the significant changes Clark has brought to women's basketball. He passionately spoke about the increased interest in the league and some notable firsts that Clark has helped achieve.
The one thing that I love that she's bringing to her sport, more people want to watch. More people want to tune in. I saw for the first time that they had a chartered plane for the first time in their league history. You know, they flew private. That should be celebrated in its own right. From anyone that's, you know, in sports that's flown commercial or flown, you know, charter, that should be celebrated. And it's because of Caitlin Clark. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it f***ed up. Caitlin Clark is the reason why a lot of great things is going to happen for the WNBA.
LeBron's observations highlight the extensive influence of Caitlin Clark in the league, not only raising the level of play, but also improving the league's conditions and visibility. Her impact reaches beyond the court, igniting positive changes that alter the perception and support of the sport. And talking about Clark's impact, Gilbert Arenas, another respected name in basketball, weighed in on why Clark stands out in a way that previous WNBA talents haven't. He attributes a significant part of Clark's appeal to the Curry effect. Arenas noted,
I don't think the league itself was built for it, because more talented girls has came through.
Bigger, Duncan.
But it didn't, no one gravitated to it, right? And I think the success is Steph Curry too. Steph Curry shooting and this and that helped. So now you got somebody who's shooting like a man. From that, it's exciting.
The WNBA has seen many talented players, but none have captured the public's imagination quite like Clark. Her ability to shoot from long distances, much like Curry, not only showcases her incredible skill, but also makes her games thrilling to watch. This style of play connects with fans and changes how defenders have to approach guarding her. They're not just up against a great shooter, they're up against a player who can change the momentum of the game with a single shot from anywhere on the court. And among the chorus of praise for Caitlin Clark, Charles Barkley stands out with his admiration for her approach both on and off the court. During a recent interview, Barkley highlighted not only Clark's skills, but her exemplary professionalism. He commended her ability to focus solely on the game, avoiding the distractions of media drama. Barkley expressed his appreciation, saying,
I mean, what she's done for the game the last couple of years, she is a shining star. Then the thing I like about her, man, she doesn't say a word. Yeah, she's never said a word about anybody. She just shows up and does her job.
This praise from Barkley highlights a crucial aspect of Clark's character, her focus and professionalism. Despite the pressures and expectations, she remains dedicated to her performance and lets her skills speak for themselves. This demeanor sets her apart as a player and enhances her influence and role model status within the sport. It's this blend of exceptional talent and professional integrity that has cemented her reputation among basketball's elite. Clark is a force that's reshaping women's basketball, bringing new levels of excitement and professionalism to the game. From Stephen Curry to Kevin Garnett, from LeBron James to Charles Barkley, Caitlin Clark is not only challenging to guard because of her extraordinary skills on the court, but also because she embodies the spirit of basketball at its finest: passion, dedication, and unwavering commitment to excellence. So, next time you watch Clark play, remember, you're not just watching a basketball game, you're witnessing history in the making, one incredible play at a time.